Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 playoffs on the channel. We are live at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan for the Western Conference quarterfinals between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Detroit Red Wings. We just saw these two teams go to war on Friday. That game was in Chicago through overtime, and it took quite a few rounds of a shootout before we finally got a winner in that one. Chicago did win the game, but because the game went to overtime, Detroit ended up winning the division. They had more points than Chicago, just barely, but barely still counts here. We'll take a look at the updated playoff brackets. The Dallas Stars advanced earlier this morning, and then the Atlanta Thrashers advanced earlier this afternoon. So we are all set for our third game of the day. I was hoping to get a triple header in, and now we're going to pull that off. So, without any further, with a little further ado, just going to set up a couple things here. We'll take a quick hydrate break. And on that note, we are all set to get into tonight's game. Face-offs here are even as fans are filing into the Joe, and the Red Wing faithful are going crazy, but there are some Blackhawk fans who've traveled here as well, as Chicago is not that far from Detroit. Anyway, let's drop the puck and get into this one. Once again, even face-offs. A 16 will be a visitor win. That'll go over to Kane, and we're off and running to start the third period. 10 already. Opponent defense 10. Miller will have an outside shot only. That's a 6. That'll be a save and over to Taze. Taze with it for Chicago. Possible breakaway. Right defenseman if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. Seabrook is a 2. Seabrook is in on Osgood alone. Let's see what's going to happen here. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defense, any player with a defense rating 4. Lidstrom is a 4. He will have that for Detroit, and that's going to drive me nuts. Okay, Lidstrom with it for the Red Wings. Opponent defense 4. Seabrook will take the puck away with an inside shot. Lidstrom will try to intimidate. Lidstrom will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Lidstrom with it back. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Miller. Miller will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Taze. Taze with it. Opponent defense 7. Datsuk will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Datsuk from the point. That's a 7. Save made. Right back over to Taze. He'll lose that over to Datsuk. Datsuk's got it. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Holmstrom. Holmstrom will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Keith. Keith will make a big interception. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Taze. Datsuk will try to intimidate. Datsuk will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Datsuk with it. He'll lose it back over to Taze. Taze with it. He'll lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Datsuk. Taze will try to intimidate. Taze will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Just in time for a forwards line change. And these two teams seem to be picking up right where they left off. And that is Sharp with it now for the Blackhawks. Opponent defense 2. Zetterberg. He'll take the puck away with an inside shot. Hossa will try to intimidate. Hossa will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Hossa with it for Chicago. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cleary. Cleary will gain the zone and throw it at the net. That's an 11. He'll lose that over to Versteeg. Versteeg with it now for Chicago. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Hossa. Hossa will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Sharp. Sharp in the slot. That's a 3. That's a goal on a 1-10 for Sharp. And score! Patrick Sharp giving the Blackhawks a 1-0 lead here in the early stages of the first period. Arena groans. Ugh. So that will be Sharp. Helps if I write it on the right team. That'll be from Hossa and flip over a card to get an assist. Seabrook. So Sharp from Hossa and Seabrook. As the Blackhawks now jumping out, we'll check to make sure the camera's all good. Jumping out, the Blackhawks now have a 1-0 lead here in the earlier stages of the first period. Faceoffs are +1 to Chicago. Excuse me, as the teams come back to center ice. And bear with me for just a second. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, we are good there. So let's jump back into the action. 16 on a +1 faceoff. That'll be an inferior win. That'll come up to Cleary, as the Red Wings are now trying to get the equalizer. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Seabrook. Seabrook from the point. That's a 7. Save made and over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg for Detroit will... Opponent defense 9. Sharp will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Sharp will let that go. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing, if defense rating 3 or more. Cleary's a 2, so Versteeg will actually have a rebound shot. That's a 6. Save made and over to Rafalski, just in time for a defenseman line change. As Stewart comes out with the puck for Detroit. Opponent defense 8. Hjalmarsson will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Hjalmarsson from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive center, if defense rating 2 or more. Zetterberg's a 4. He will have the rebound. Zetterberg with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Hjalmarsson. Hjalmarsson from the point. That's a 7. He'll lose that over to Lebda. Lebda with it now for the Red Wings. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Bertuzzi. Hossa will try to intimidate. Hossa will fail to take the puck away, but a possible penalty. 1 to 15. Well, actually, we'll check the shot first for Bertuzzi. That's a 4. Save made and over to Sharp. We'll check the penalty on Hossa. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 13. Sharp's got it. We'll play on. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Stewart. Stewart will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 5. That's a goalie rating on Huet. 6, 8, and 9 are your bad numbers. That's a 5. Save made by Huet. That'll go over to Campbell. Campbell with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Lebda. Lebda will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 12. Save made over to Versteeg and a forwards line change. Ladd with it now for Chicago. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing, if the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more, it's a 1. Bufflin will have control of that for the Blackhawks. Opponent defense 3. Draper will take the puck away for an outside shot. He's going to try to make a pass. Passing K. He'll lose the puck over to Madden. Madden with it for Chicago. Opponent defense 5. Filppula, that'll be an outside shot for Ladd. Ladd will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Bufflin. Bufflin with an inside shot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Osgood. 6, 8, and 9 are your bad numbers, just like they are for Huet. That's a 3. Rebound chance. Defensive left wing, if defense rating 3 or more. Draper is a 3. He will have that for Detroit. Draper with it now for the Red Wings. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Bufflin. Bufflin from the point. That's a 6. The save made. That'll go over to Filppula. Filppula now. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Draper. Draper will try to make a pass. Passing L. He'll lose the puck over to Ladd. Ladd will intercept that pass. He'll lose the puck. Draper will take it right back for an outside shot. Gaining the zone of 5. Save made over to Campbell. Campbell with it for Chicago. Inside shot for anybody. Highest offense is Bufflin. Draper will try to intimidate. Draper will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Draper. 7, no penalty, will play on. Opponent defense 1. Bufflin will take the puck away for an outside shot. Bufflin is going to try to penetrate for an inside shot. 1 to 15, he gets in. 19, he will not get in against Draper. Draper will take the puck back. Draper with it for Detroit. Opponent defense 11. That'll be a penalty on Bufflin, so we'll flip over the last card for the period. See what kind of power play the Red Wings are going to have. 15 is checking for 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, which we do not have. So, 2 or less, that'll be an outside shot for Filppula, as the Red Wings are trying to tie the game up. 8 is a rebound chance. Defense, any player with a defense rating 3 or more, do they have one? They do. Hjalmarsson will control the rebound. And finally, it'll be an inside shot for the right wing. So that'll be up to Eves on an inside shot. 8 is another rebound. Defensive lefty, if defense rating 2 or more. Hjalmarsson is a 3. He will have that. But more importantly, there's the horn to end the first period. And the Blackhawks now have a 1-0 lead after 1 as we get set for the second period of this game. Let me see if I can find the game from Friday. Looks like all the scoring happened in the second period of this game. So the Blackhawks have already made up a little bit of breathing room in this one. But remember, here in the knockout round, it is win or go home. But of course, on Friday, we went through a full game plus overtime, and I want to say 8 rounds of a shootout. It was a large number of shootout rounds before we ended up with Chicago winning the game. But of course, for the Blackhawks trying to win the division, that was already too late. Zamboni is getting everything ready for the second period of this game. Okay. Normally I mute things on my desktop. Actually, I'm going to go do that once I get the action deck set up. So we'll get the wingettes to entertain you guys for a little bit, at least in your theater of the mind. As ID Jester is first to join us here at the Joe. And yes, indeed, we are heading into the second period of this game very shortly. And it's going pretty well so far. The Blackhawks have jumped out to a 1-0 lead, unlike on Friday, when we were still at goose eggs going into the second period, which is when all of our scoring happened on Friday, and we ended up going through overtime and 8 rounds of a shootout before we ended up with a winner in that one. Of course, by virtue of that victory, the Red Wings picked up the division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now bear with me for just a minute while the wingettes entertain all of you guys in chat while I go mute my speakers on my PC. So be right back. Okay, we are all set here once again, so let's jump right into the second period of action. Face-offs are even here in the first round of the playoffs. 16 will be a visitor win. That'll come over to Kane, and we are off to start the second period of this game. He'll lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Datsuk. Tays will try to intimidate. Tays will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Tays with it for Chicago. Passing E. Tays... That'll be an outside shot for Brouwer. Brouwer will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck as Lidstrom will pick that pass off. Lidstrom with it now for the Red Wings. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Datsuk. Tays will try to intimidate. Tays will not intimidate. Datsuk with an inside shot from the slot 9 is a save made. Keith over to pick it up from Hugh A. Keith with it, passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Brower. Brower will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Holmstrom. Holmstrom with it for Detroit, passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Datsuk. Datsuk will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Taze. Taze for Chicago. Inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Kane. Miller will try to intimidate. Miller will intimidate, take away the puck, but a possible penalty on Miller. That's a 1, no penalty on Miller. We will play on. Opponent defense 10. Kane will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Kane will throw that at the net from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defense, any player with a defense rating 2 or more. Miller's a 2. He will pick that puck up for Detroit. Passing F. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Taze. Taze will try to make a pass. Passing L. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Kane. Kane with an inside shot. He's in the slot. That's a 9. Save made by Osgood over to Datsuk. Datsuk for Detroit. Opponent defense 9. Taze will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Taze will let that go from the point. 6. Save made over to Lidstrom as Osgood drops it off for him. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Center, if the breakaway penetration rating is 4, Taze is a 4. He's in alone on Osgood. What can Taze do with this breakaway opportunity? That's a 4. That's a goalie rating on Osgood. 6, 8, and 9 are bad numbers. That's a 9. Score! Jonathan Taze giving the Blackhawks a 2-0 lead. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll flip over a couple cards to get some assists. Let's see, that will be from Kane. And Keith. So Keith made the initial play, then he got it to Kane, then Kane realized Taze had a better line on Osgood, got it out, Taze puts it in the back of the net, 2-0 Chicago. As we'll actually have a forwards line change coming out. Fans here in Detroit are stunned at what they're seeing here. That's your boys playing well now that you're here to see it. I thought you were a Kings fan, not a Blackhawks fan, Jester. Anywho, we've got a fresh line change now. Faceoffs are +1 to Chicago. That's a 4. That'll be a superior right wing win. That'll be Hossa with it as the Blackhawks now have some breathing room. Let's see what they do with it. Opponent defense 5. Bertuzzi, that'll be an outside shot for Sharp. Sharp will try to make a pass. Inside shot for Versteeg. Versteeg from the slot. That's a 5. Save made. That'll go over to Cleary, and this is driving me nuts here. All right, that is Cleary with it now for Detroit. Passing D. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Sharp. Sharp will try to make a pass. Passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Versteeg. Versteeg from the slot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right D. If defense rating 2 or more. Rafalski's a 4. He's got that for Detroit. Opponent defense 6. Keith will take the puck away for an outside shot. Keith will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Hossa. Hossa from the slot. That's a 3. That is a goal on a 1-14. And score! Marian Hossa, as the Blackhawks are starting to tee off here on the Red Wings. The Blackhawks now lead this one 3-0. Arena groans. Ugh. Well, except for actually, Red Wings fans groan. Ugh. Blackhawks faithful, cheer. Yay! We've already got an assist from Keith. So we'll flip over a card to try to get one more assist. Sharp. As the Blackhawks now have jumped out to a 3-0 lead here in the second period. The fans here in Detroit are absolutely stunned at what they see. Teams come back to center ice. Well, the Red Wings faithful are stunned at what they see. Faceoffs remain +1 to Detroit. +1 to Chicago, I think, right? Yes. +1 to Chicago, a 9. That'll be a win over to Versteeg. And the Blackhawks seem to be in complete control of this one. Opponent defense 7. Cleary will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Cleary needing to get something going here. 9 is a save. That'll go over to Hossa. Hossa with it for Chicago. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Zetterberg. Zetterberg will throw that at the net. That's a 10. Save made over to Sharp, and we will have a defenseman line change. We're also going to have an offensive shift for the Red Wings coming up momentarily, as I meant to put that block at 2 forecheckers, 2 offense to start the game, but now the Red Wings are going to go to 3 offense. Sharp with it. Opponent defense 9. Zetterberg will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Zetterberg's going to throw that at the net. That's an 11. Save made. That'll go over to Hossa. Hossa for Chicago. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Versteeg. Cleary will try to intimidate. Cleary will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Cleary with it for Detroit now. Opponent defense 7. Versteeg will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Versteeg from the point. That's a snake eyes. That's a goal on a 1-10. And score! Chris Versteeg giving the Blackhawks a 4-0 lead. Arena barfs. Blah. They are not happy with that one at all. Let's see here. That was from a take the puck away. Okay, let's flip over a couple cards to get assists. Right wing, that'll be from Hossa. And let's see. We had the first card that gave us 2 assists, Hjalmarsson. And along with the offensive change, as we bring the teams back to center ice, we are going to see a goalie change for the Red Wings, as Jimmy Howard is going to come in to start this game after Osgood put the Red Wings in a very deep hole. As the Red Wings are trailing this one 4-0. The Red Wings need to get something going here. They need to stop this Blackhawks attack. I think the Blackhawks Stadium decides to root for the right team and cheer on the Blackhawks. Remember, this is in Detroit, though, Jester, so I think most of the fans here are Red Wings faithful, although how long that's going to last is probably going to depend on how many more goals Chicago scores here in the second period, because they've already scored 3. They've already scored more goals in this period than, well, I don't remember what the score was for the shootout on Friday, but it was not a small number, that's for sure. But in regulation, the Blackhawks have already scored more goals this period than we had in the entire game on Friday. Anywho, face-offs are +1 to Chicago. 10 will be a superior right-wing win. That'll go to Hossa, and we're off once again. Passing D for Hossa. That'll be an inside shot for Versteeg. Cleary will try to intimidate. Cleary will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Cleary will lose it right back to Versteeg, and we'll have a forwards line change. Ladd with it now for Chicago. Let's see what he does with it. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Draper. Draper will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 3. Save made, and Hjalmarsson right there to pick it up. Opponent defense 10. Stewart will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Stewart from the point. That's a 6. Save made. That'll go back to Ladd. Ladd for Chicago. Opponent defense 2. Eaves will take the puck away for an outside shot. He will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck. Madden will intercept it. Madden for Chicago. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Byfuglien. Byfuglien will try to penetrate. 1-15, he'll penetrate. He will penetrate against Draper. He'll have an inside shot, will Byfuglien. That's a 9. Save made. That'll go over to Eaves. Eaves for Detroit. Passing B. He'll lose the puck. Inside shot for Byfuglien. Left D is Lebda. He will try to intimidate. Lebda will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Lebda for Detroit. Opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for Eaves. Hjalmarsson will try to intimidate. Hjalmarsson will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Hjalmarsson for Chicago. Opponent defense 3. Stewart will take the puck away for an inside shot. Campbell will try to intimidate. Campbell will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Campbell. 1-15, no penalty. That's a 13. Campbell's got it, maybe a little bit close to the line, but he's got it. We'll play on. Opponent defense 4. Lebda. That'll be an inside shot for Ladd. Right defenseman is Stewart. He will try to intimidate. Stewart will intimidate, but a possible penalty on Stewart. 1-15, there's a penalty. That's a 19, so we are going to have a penalty here. Last two cards of the period. We'll see what kind of power play the Blackhawks are going to have. 15 is looking for 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, which the Red Wings do not have. That'll start off with an outside shot from Madden. He will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 5. That'll be a save. Then we'll have an inside shot for the right wing. That'll be over to Bufflin for an inside shot. That's a 5. That'll be a save, but there's the horn to end the second period of this game. And the Blackhawks tee off here in the second period as they jump out to a 4-0 lead, absolutely running over the Red Wings. I think blowing the division on Friday must have lit a fire under the Blackhawks or something, because they are one more period away from eliminating the Red Wings and moving into the second round of the playoffs. They would wait for the they would wait for the winner of the Vancouver-Anaheim game. I don't know when exactly that's going to be. What I do know, what I'm thinking right now, we'll see how this pans out. What I'm thinking right now is tomorrow night we're going to move over to the Civic Arena. I believe it's the Civic Arena, right? Yes, the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Actually, no, we're not going to move there. We are going to be moving instead to the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, for the other 3-6 matchup in the playoffs, as the Buffalo Sabres will be hosting the New York Islanders, while we get things ready for the third period in this game. The Red Wings really need to get something going here, and I think they're going to also tighten things up. They're going to go to 3 checkers as well. They need to stop this offensive attack by Chicago. And they need to do it fast, or that war that they went into for the Central Division title on Friday is ultimately going to be for nothing. Although, depending on how long this deficit holds up, we may start seeing the Detroit faithful start to head for the exit. The Wingettes were coming out in the first intermission looking a little bit excited. Unfortunately, now in the second intermission, the Wingettes are starting to look a little bit listless as they're watching their team down 4-0 and running out of time against an aggressive Chicago attack and an overwhelming Chicago defense, as the Red Wings have not been able to get anything going tonight. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of Monday Night Hockey on the channel. It's been a great day of hockey action here on the channel as we've gotten the playoffs off to a blazing start. As usual during a project, we'll also start having Tuesday Night Hockey on the channel, probably until I get to the Stanley Cup Final, or to a point where I'm comfortable that I'm not going to need Tuesday night as a game night anymore. Because once I get to the end of the project, I'm going to drop off. Actually, I've got to look at my schedule, but I think I dropped to 4 nights of streaming, actually. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I believe I dropped both Tuesday and Thursday down to small stream nights after a project is over. But I will double check my content schedule for that. Do I own Spirit Island, and have I played it? Yes to both. I do own Spirit Island. I actually bought a friend's copy with all of the expansions, and I have played it. It's been a while, but I do have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Just making sure everything is set there for the third period of this game, where Detroit needs to figure out some way to get past both the Chicago offense and get past Chicago here. There's our hydrate break. And now we are all set for the third period of this game. Faceoffs are even to start the third. 20 will be over to Kane for the Blackhawks, and we're off to start the third period. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Taze. Taze with an outside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing, if defense rating 2 or more. Holmstrom's a 3. He will have that for the Red Wings. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right defenseman, if the breakaway penetration rating is 4. It is not. Lidstrom will have control of that for the Red Wings. Lidstrom, looking at opponent defense 7. Seabrook, he'll take the puck away for an outside shot only. Seabrook from the point. That's a 7. Save made and over to Datsuk. Datsuk for Detroit. Looking at opponent defense 3. Taze will take the puck away for an inside shot. Lidstrom will try to intimidate. Lidstrom will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Lidstrom will lose that over to Seabrook. Seabrook will be looking at opponent defense 1. Lidstrom will take the puck away for an inside shot. Seabrook will try to intimidate. Seabrook will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Seabrook. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 14. Seabrook's got it. We'll play on. Passing D for Seabrook. But he'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Datsuk. Datsuk will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Miller. Miller from the slot. That's a 12. Save made. That'll go over to Brouwer. Brouwer for Chicago. That'll be an inside shot for the right defenseman. Yep, that'll be Seabrook. Lidstrom will try to intimidate. Lidstrom will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Lidstrom for Detroit. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Brouwer. Brouwer will throw that at the net. That's a 9. Save made and over to Holmstrom. Holmstrom with it for Detroit. That will be, he'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Taze. Taze will throw that at the net. That's a 12. That would be a goalie rating on Howard, but the Blackhawks are not on the power play. Howard will smother that one. We'll get a face-off to the right of Howard. We'll also have a forwards line change, though. All right, we've got a face-off, +1 to Chicago. 2 is over to Seabrook, and we're off once again to start the action here. He will lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Zetterberg. Sharp will try to intimidate. Sharp will fail to intimidate. We'll check the inside shot first, and then if this doesn't score, we'll check the penalty. Zetterberg is in the slot. That's a 9. Save made over to Versteeg, but let's check the penalty on Sharp before we play on. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 4. Versteeg's got it. Sharp maybe a little bit close, but the ref waves it off, no call, and we'll play on. Fans are not happy about that. Lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Cleary. Versteeg will try to intimidate. Versteeg will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Versteeg with it. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Hossa. Hossa will try to make a pass with it. Hossa passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Versteeg. Versteeg's in the slot. That's a 12. He will lose that over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg looking at passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Cleary. Versteeg will try to intimidate. Versteeg will fail to intimidate. Will fail to take the puck away, so we'll check the inside shot on Cleary first. That's a 10. Save made over to Versteeg, but we've got to check the penalty on Versteeg. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 12. Again, Versteeg may be getting a little bit close to the line, but the ref waves it off, and we'll play on. He will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cleary. Cleary will throw that at the net. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Huey. 6, 8, and 9 are bad numbers. That's a 3. Rebound chance Offensive lefty, if offense rating 2 or more. Lidstrom is a 4. He's going to have a rebound shot. That's a 7. Goalie rating on Huey. That's a 2. If that's from a breakaway, that'll be a face-off, and we'll have a possible penalty. 1 to 12, there is a penalty. That is an 11, so we will have a goalie penalty on Huey. We'll also have a defenseman line change. We'll see if the Red Wings can get out of their own way here. 1, 2... Yeah, that was from, actually, 3. Okay, so we flipped over the cards. Let's see what kind of power play the Red Wings are going to have. A 20. If 3 or less, if 4 of all 4 rated defensive players, we do not. So that'll be nothing. That'll be a nothing happening power play for the Red Wings. Stadium, well, Red Wing faithful groans. Ugh. Face-offs, +1 to Chicago. A 19 will be an inferior win. That'll be over to Bertuzzi, and we're off once again. That'll be inside shot for anybody. Opponent can try to intimidate. They will give that to Zetterberg. Sharp will try to intimidate. Sharp will take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Sharp. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 5. Sharp's got it. We'll play on. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Hossa. Bertuzzi will have to try to intimidate, even though it's a 1 to 9. That's a 15. Bertuzzi will not intimidate. Hossa with an inside shot. He will let that go. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offense, any player with an offense rating of 4. Sharp will follow Hossa's rebound to the net. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Howard. 7 and 10 are bad numbers. That's a 9. Save made by Howard, and that'll go over to Bertuzzi for a forwards line change. And the Detroit Red Wings are running out of shifts. Red Wings are running out of time to save their season. Let's see what they can do with this one. That will be opponent defense 5. Bufflin, that'll be an outside shot for the right wing. Eves has got to throw this one at the net. The Wings can't be picky. 11 is a save. That'll go over to Madden. Chicago with it. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. That'll be a left defenseman if breakaway penetration rating is 2. Lebda's with 1. Campbell has control of it. Campbell, lose the puck, outside shot only for Filppula. Filppula from the point. That's a 10. Save made over to Ladd. Blackhawks trying to hold here. Passing F. That will be an outside shot for Madden. Madden will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot right back to Ladd. Ladd will throw that will take that in the slot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Howard. 5. Save made and over to Eves. Eves with it for Detroit. He'll lose that over to Ladd. Ladd for Chicago. That'll be opponent defense 9. Eves will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Eves throwing that at the net from the point. That's an 11. Save made over to Madden. Madden's got it. He will look at opponent defense 4. Filppula with an inside, that'll be an inside shot for Bufflin. Left defenseman Lebda, he will try to intimidate. That's a 9. Lebda will take the puck away. Time is ticking on the Red Wings season. He'll lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Bufflin. Draper will try to intimidate. Draper will intimidate, take the puck away. Draper's got it for Detroit. Opponent defense 1. Bufflin will take the puck away for an outside shot. He's going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Ladd. Ladd throwing that on the inside. 6. Save made over to Eves. And for the Red Wings, he'll lose the puck, outside shot only for any player. They'll give that to Bufflin with a high offense. 3 is a save made over to Lebda, but there's the horn that signifies the end of the Detroit Red Wings season in this case, as the Blackhawks take their revenge for failing to clinch the Central Division on Friday, but instead the Blackhawks will have the last laugh as they will eliminate the Detroit Red Wings by a final score of 4-0. Red Wings faithful were working on beating traffic. Blackhawks faithful cheer. Yay! Which means they now wait for the winner of the Vancouver-Anaheim game, which should be this weekend, but don't quote me on that as far as the schedule goes. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up on the channel. As I mentioned, tomorrow night we will be at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. as the Buffalo Sabres will be hosting the New York Islanders as we continue the playoffs in this 2009-10 hockey season replay. And revenge is a dish best served cold, and for the Red Wings, dinner is served. Wednesday, we're playing Western Front Ace by Compass Games. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will start out of the Elder Scrolls cookbook as we make the appetizer, stewed apples and Idar cheese. Sunday next week, we are starting the fall campaign in B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by DBG. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The Chicago Blackhawks, despite not clinching the Central Division, get revenge on the Detroit Red Wings for taking the Central Division and eliminate the Red Wings from the playoffs by a final score of 4-0. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.